Hey guys, 大家好. So welcome to this quick video today. This is going to be my first in a short series on sentence mining. So in this video I'm going to cover first what is sentence mining, requirements for the sentences that I'm going to be putting in. I'm also going to be going over two quick sources of methods that should be fairly obvious, and then in detail how I make my sentences and what tools I use. So first of all, you can see here, this is Anki. This is where I'm going to be doing all my work. So first off, let me just... So these are two sentences that I got out of my current book I'm going through, Wedding Bells. So first of all, what is sentence mining? Sentence mining is the process of getting together lots and lots and lots of sentences with target language on side one, like this, target language on side one, and then on side two I have jyutping, the pronunciation guide, I have English translation, and I have audio. So I'm going to show you how to make these cards, and this is obviously to practice reading as much as possible and just use flashcards for as much input as you can to try and make sure you've not lost anything. And when I get, this is all going in the same deck, this one here, and if I come across any new characters I put some in this one here, and the Cantonese only ones in this deck here. So these are two sentences picked up from a book that I'm going to be putting in now. So a quick, before I start, that's what sentence mining is. So what are the requirements for sentence mining? Well, three things. They need to be, first of all, they need to have a written form, so be written down. Secondly, they need to be either produced, written down, or corrected by a native speaker, so from a book, texting with your friends, it could be you write down the corrections on Landgate, anything like that. So as long as it's being corrected, to make sure you avoid yourself making mistakes when you're writing them and then reading it over and over again and ingraining bad habits. You want to be consuming the correct language right from the start. And then the next thing is, this is specific for Cantonese, it's how you spoke in Cantonese. I'm not doing any standard written Chinese, and this is all traditional characters, so I'm not actually using my text, for example, with people from mainland China, because they use the simplified set. So onto that. So this is going to be a first video in a series, and I'm going to break down my study methods, my core time, if you like, and show you how I get the sentences from that and what I do with them. But this is the first one, so the first two sources are fairly obvious. The first one is texting, and I literally just copy it straight from the texts, Hello Talk, Facebook, whatever, straight into Anki. And the second one is, after every lesson on italki, my teacher sends me a list. Here's the new word, and this is an example sentence. So they're the first two places you can get them from, and I'm going to cover more in the future. So basically, we go over how to make them. So say, first of all, I want to put this one into Anki. When I come across a sentence I want to put in, I copy the sentence in full and put it in the default deck, and then put the sentence all in full, and then below it I would add the jyutping, and if you don't know what it is, copy it into Google Docs, use this add-on, Cantonese pop-up dictionary, and you can, Satmong, disappointed, you can see what the jyutping is by just simply hovering above what it is. So Yiging, Choi. The only thing is, sometimes using this pop-up tool, it's kind of like a mix between Yale and jyutping. So anyway, so this is a new character. I haven't come across this one before, which means I'll be transferring it over to my deck after. But in jyutping, I just looked up on my phone, it's got a H, it's like that. Sure. and this one is git fan la. And then after that I go put in the English. So this one's okay to translate yourself, but if you haven't got a translation available, it's probably best to take the one from the book. So going back, misclick, and then if you don't know, you can just hover your mouse over and guess. So he or she is disappointed, already not enjoyed, not to press me to marry, something like that. And you can look up and change it later if you like. And then once you've got the jyutping in the English, you add the audio. Now this uses a awesome add-on for Anki called Awesome TTS. Now I'll link this in the description. So basically what you do, once you have it downloaded, you click add audio on the selected. You have two things you need to choose. One, the source field, what's it gonna try and read, and this is the front of the card here. This is where you want the characters are. The destination field, this is where the audio is going. So it's reading the front and putting the audio on the back hand side. You click generate, done, and the audio for this sentence goes here. And then what I do is any new characters in the sentence, this one's new for example, go over to Canto Dict and do a quick search on exactly what that is, and then add it to my deck. Now because this is used both Cantonese and standard written Chinese, I'm just putting it in my additional characters. If it was Cantonese only here, I'd put it in additional Cantonese characters. So, and then this is the few meanings, so you can just copy that in. Choi, pronunciation, and character on the back. And then once that's in there, I'll learn them out of context, how to write them, and come up with a mnemonic myself, similar to what we do in Heisig, but learn the character by itself in that sense. And then once I've done that and I'm satisfied with the layout of the card and I've done all these characters here, then it's in the default deck at the moment. Simply change it to my deck with all my sentences, in this one it's over 9,000, because as similar to the AJAC method, building up a lot of sentences, he said up to 10,000, so I called my deck, it's over 9,000 if you get that reference. Anyway, so that's done, and then click default, and then I'll do the same with this one after. I'm not going to bore you with going through the process again, but that's basically how I do it, and that's how you can make cards really quickly. And yeah, so that's basically how I'm going to sentence mine. That's what I'm doing with sentences. So similarly, if I took one of these sentences from a cheater, I'd do exactly the same thing. So that's basically it. In the future I'm going to build more upon this and basically go through in detail how I break down a dialogue in a book, get the sentences over from the book, from a paperback book into the computer using an app called Plecker, which is amazing for that, and go through a few other things like writing out a diary using Langate, all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, but if you're interested and want to see more of this, then please give me a like, subscribe, and peace. 下次再見啦，拜拜。